Small YouTubers are ashamed, and it's actually so ironical that I am the guy sitting here and talking about this. Like, I almost fell victim to this. And so I want to talk to you guys on how to, you know, solve this issue because it's a major issue. But before I even continue talking, you know, have a look at this, okay? Little proof that I'm not just talking out of, I don't know, like fantasy, but I actually have multiple channels. This is one of them, and you can see, refresh, it is real. 44 million plus views there, and quite some revenue that I did there. But even that's not the point. Just to prove to you guys that I have the experience to talk about this topic because it almost crushed my dream. Like, how does it look like being afraid or ashamed as a small YouTuber? Your friends can, ask you questions and you don't feel like talking about this YouTube thing, or your voice goes down, you lose some confidence when you talk about, that you are doing YouTube. And also, when the views are low, it hurts. When you don't see the subs, it hurts. When you see that the last 3 views were pretty much just you trying to refresh and see if something new happened, and it's still just your own views, and it really hurts, right? Now, I really have something prepped for you, which I'm going to talk about in detail, and all these points and how to defeat those and move on with YouTube. But before I do that, let me simply go back and be a bit more personal by, simply closing up and talking about my story first. Like, guys, when I bought my first camera to start my YouTube journey, at the time, I was just like, hey, 2015, I was still very young. I'm still kind of young, but I was, you can imagine, like a teenager, right, in school. And I told one of my friends, in the class, like we were in art class, and I talked about, oh, I just bought this camera, this Canon 750D. Another time was like, I think 750 euros or something, or let's say almost $800, depending on, what country you're into. And he just started laughing, I was very serious. I just bought this camera. Why? I want to start doing YouTube. And he just started laughing. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, why? You? What? What you gonna do? And then he told some other friends, and they all started laughing. And, the class is just like, all of a sudden paying attention. Oh, Junior is gonna start doing YouTube, right? So, of course, not everybody laughs, but, those that laughed around you, that can crush you. Like, it, of course, it's just fun, banter. It's just like, kids, right? Teenagers, right? As you would expect. But it can actually crush your motivation, like, completely. You could just like go home, put the camera in the box, and just forget about it. But now, what happens next is I'm very excited. I turn on the camera, and I've done all my prep. I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to say, and I couldn't even say, hey guys. I couldn't even say, hey guys, welcome to my. I couldn't even say it, and it just went on for like 1 hour straight. I couldn't. 2 hours straight. My bro was just like looking at me like, yo, what happened? Like, you the human parrot that talks this much normally, you can even say, hey guys, welcome to my channel. What's going on? Like, it was just crazy. And I couldn't even imagine like what's going on. I just felt so paralyzed. I just couldn't speak. I suddenly couldn't even say a sentence. All the fear that I had in my head just suddenly came into life. Like, I could just look at the camera and see the reactions of the friends, of the classmates, of just feeling like the world would judge me and laugh about me. Like, there were so many different thoughts going in my head, which simply paralyzed me to even like, be able to say a single sentence. And it went on for days, for weeks. Just got worse. And I even like at a certain point decided to simply not even talk at all. I started like, I was doing like fitness videos, and I wanted to explain and show the exercises. Very simple exercises, guys. Okay? And I just couldn't speak, so I just said to myself, okay, I'm just gonna just do the workout. Just do some videos and just like write on the screen what to do, and that's what I did instead, you know. And yeah, it took some time for me to actually like get myself back into the confidence of even like trying to start speaking again. It took some time, and I don't want that to be you. And I know that a lot of us small YouTubers, can lose confidence very easily, because first things first, you are trying something new. You are going out of your comfort zone, you are actually daring to be great. And second of all, we sometimes always think that people are just watching us, thinking about us 24/7. But the truth is, actually, they are just worried. They are more worried about their own life than they worry about your life. So we aren't that, although we to ourselves are the center of every attention, but to the world outside of us, each and every one of those people also think that they are the center of the world, which they are, but that means they are not thinking about you or about me, right? So that will help you understand. Just do it. There is literally no one that judges you more than you. The biggest ultimate judge is you. Now, with that being said, let me go and simply make sure that I talk from the notes that I made, because that will actually help you guys a lot more than if I just like randomly talk about certain points and forget or leave out some other points. Now, what does shames look like? Normally I break this down in the beginning. You don't tell people that you do YouTube. You lower your voice when you mention it. You say, I'm just testing it, or just for fun, just trying to be a bit protective of yourself, not give an impression that you're trying to be actually serious about YouTube. Just for fun. It just makes it like, yeah, you protect yourself a little bit. You delete your videos that don't perform. That I mean, I did it. You probably did it too. Like, we've done it. We both victims of this. You avoid posting because friends might see it. You just think, just because they're your friends, YouTube will just simply be snitching on you, like just taking your videos, just like whoop, to your biggest enemies, to your biggest frenemies. No, it doesn't work like that. Actually, once that experience happened for me, I just never actually shared any video with my friends, with anyone, not even my Instagram or whatever. I just simply just posted quietly, and the channel just grew by itself, like literally. And I realized, oh, I don't even have to tell anyone. I don't even have to. I don't even have to share the videos with anyone. I don't even need anyone's support. Just YouTube support system works perfectly fine. It's more than enough. It's more than enough. Before I even keep on, let me make sure I'm okay. It's working. Now, next things we have, like, why small YouTubers feel ashamed. Low views, of course, could look like you didn't succeed. But actually, when you understand that you're just starting, expecting low views is what you should expect. You shouldn't be that, I'm not going to say cocky, but you shouldn't feel like you're just going to post one video and just like all of a sudden just, you're going to throw your first basketball from a 3-point and just hit it. You're just going to take the baseball bat and just hit the ball perfectly the first time. That is absurd. You can't think like that. Normally, everything that we do, we learn, right? So just trying to be perfect from the get-go is the expectation you have if you think that your first video will just simply be a home run. No. And you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Like, you are watching the top guys on YouTube, the big YouTubers, right? The ones that have made it somehow. And you just feel like, oh, damn, why not me? Well, you haven't seen their behind the scenes though. You are seeing their, like, if I just showed you like this page right now, right? You see, like, for instance, here, like, subscribers count over 100,000, and then cash over 82,000, and 44 million views something, or 49 million views. And that's just a bit of what the channel made. But you think to yourself, oh, but this is a highlight reel. This is just simply a resume of so much that you can, of so many years, so much headache, so much behind the scenes that you can't see, but you just see this picture. So that is the mistake that we do in the beginning sometimes. And what else? Society only respects results, not effort. Right? But also, effort matters. you need to put in the effort to get the results. So you are still in the phase where you need to put the efforts. Very important, you know. And you may have attached your self-worth to numbers, and that's something that, you know, I also felt a victim of for some time, because hey, even before blowing up on YouTube and making millions of views and trending whatever, I already, like, you know, was trying to make it so bad, you know, that, you know, I actually like felt the pain from the videos not performing. But also more so, once I started performing and getting in like millions of views every month, I also felt bad to fall short. So I wanted every video to go viral. I wanted every video to just launch and just be on trends. And mind you, I am a black YouTuber in Germany. And that also doesn't really favor me in a sense. Like, you know, when you think about, you know, having a community that, you know, can support you in all ways, best believe, just by human nature, we kind of like tend to support people that look like us a bit more. So I'm still in a space where I just have like this feeling like, what is going on? I always have to be so creative. I always have to think so much. I need to work so hard just to be able to have a seat at the table. And yeah, so it was just so much pressure on me every single time. But guess what? Actually, if I just detach my self-worth from the views, I would be a lot more relaxed. And that is very, very important. And also, you expect support before you've earned attention. Yes. Don't expect support. Like, just feel like a kid on the playground, just experimenting a little bit, you know, just trying and testing things out. Don't just expect support that easily. That's why sometimes people even, like, you know, send videos to their friends and send to their family members and be like, you know, support, watch, and all this shit. But yes, they may watch, or they may not watch, but most of the time they don't really watch. And if they do, that may not be their videos of interest that they would actually have watched, because you asked them to, you know. So not healthy. You trying to fish for support. No, YouTube is enough to actually help you grow in a very healthy way. And it just comes down to how you see things. So you see, so far I've been talking about points that, you know, it's more about your mindset. It's more to be fixed internally. It's not things that happen externally, actually. It's just more what you need to fix internally. Now, the big mindset shift. Every big YouTuber started with embarrassing numbers. Yes, you don't get 2,000 subs without starting by zero. You have to start from zero. I saw my first 5 subscribers, 10, 20, and I even celebrated my first 500 subscribers. So happy to have those numbers. And I realized, damn, those are real people. Those are real people watching me. So those are 500 people that are subscribed to my life. Can you imagine? Picture a room of 500 people. Picture a room of 100 people. You can probably imagine a class of 100 people. You've been to school probably somewhere. So you can imagine how many people that is, right? So those are real people, not just numbers. Those are people. And 10,000 people is a lot. So really imagine this, okay? A room of people every time you get subscribers. Now, you will love them a lot more. And also, low views are not rejections. They are training reps. Yes, that's true. Like, YouTube needs to analyze your video. I'm going to talk about this in depth in other videos, but YouTube does really take a lot of time. Like, they take months to figure out who you're trying to target, you know. They need months to do that. And if you make it easier for them by picking a niche and sticking to a niche, that's really when they nail it faster for you. That's why pick a niche, very important. But yeah, we all start with low views. And You are not small. You are just early. You're just starting. You're just getting started. You know, 1 year from now, applying the lessons that I teach on this channel, you're gonna be somewhere else. And I just go down to I just tell you guys what really works. Like from all my 10 years of experience of YouTube, I just bring it down to what really works. Point. Like no, like that's it. Point blank. And being invisible is actually an advantage. You can experiment without pressure. Yeah. Imagine your first video, that which may be your worst video, just going viral. And it's messy. You know? That's why it's good to actually, like, you know, be able to experiment, you know, upload and just, like, you know, learn bit by bit. It's very important. Now, how to stop being ashamed. Stop posting for validation. Post to build. Yeah. Stop posting for validation. That's it. Detach your identity from views and subs. You are still you. With views, without views, you are still you. That's very important. Like if you do attach yourself to views and subs, you see the effects, right? You already have seen many YouTubers that simply crash out, burn out, get depressed. Although they kind of made it already, but somehow, let me, I'm gonna call this person back. Somehow they are still depressed. They are still like, they like always want to be going viral every single time. And like I said, I've been there. It got to me because I was attached to views and subs. Next thing is decide I'm in this for years, not weeks. It's a long-term game. YouTube's a long-term game. That's why you pick a niche where you feel comfortable to be able to do, like, you know, multiple years of content within that niche, and that already in itself will guarantee your success long-term. It's a long-term game. Treat YouTube like a craft, not a popularity contest. Yeah, that's so important. That is so important. And now, practical actions, okay? Don't tell everyone you are a YouTuber. Don't tell them when you are still just starting. Don't tell them, because they could have crushed my dreams back then when I just talked about my camera and they asked why, and I said, yeah, want to be a YouTuber, and I was in the wannabe phase. I wasn't a YouTuber yet, and they could have easily crushed my dreams forever with those remarks they did right there, which were light, just like friends do and people do. But yeah, like they almost crushed my dreams, you know. So don't put yourself in that situation. Upload even when views are low. Momentum beats confidence. That's so important. The more you upload, the more confident you become. The more you throw the 3 points, the more you hit the baseball bat, the more confident you become. The more you kick the soccer ball or the football, the more confident you become, because you have been putting in the reps. Rewatch your own videos, objectively fix one thing per upload. That's so important. That's key. You know, you won't just fix everything straight up. Like when you watch this YouTube gurus talk about how I rebuilt a new YouTube from 0 to 10,000 subs within 30 days, within 90 days, and stuff like that. Well, it looks so easy right now, right? But they have been already doing that for so many years. So that's just them being a master already at their skill, and now just proving that, oh, when you learn all these things, it works. That's why I'm not that big of a fan of like this 30 days and 90 days, but we use that because we have to, because hey, people are looking for like some quick, easy fixes, but it just, like, you know, defeats the reality that you need to put in the reps. That's so important. And you can only, like, you know, change things bit by bit. You improve bit by bit. Every rep will help you improve bit by bit, okay? So don't be hard on yourself. Upload those videos. Even if they are not good, upload them. And I'm gonna even make some videos about these topics separately in detail, but for now, let's move on. Track progress in quality, not numbers. Yeah, very important. But the more you make, the more videos you create, of course, you're gonna be getting better in terms of quality. So saying I'm gonna just paint one picture every 3 months won't make you better than you painting a picture every single day for 3 months. You know, by the end of 3 months, you're gonna be a lot better because you've been putting in the reps. So the lesson reframed in a different way, still the same lesson, but it works. Then reframe the fear. If this fails, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Right? And actually, it's not even failure. It's more of like learning. You are learning, practice. So you don't fail, you just practice. Okay, you just practice till you become good. That's it. If it succeeds, everyone shows up. Yeah, of course. The downside is not that tragic. The upside is amazing. So you have a lot more to gain from the upside than whatever happens if you don't really make it, because in the end of the day, most people fail at most things. So yeah, don't care. Nobody really cares. Failure is not special. Like, we all fail somewhere every day. Like, it's not special. We all wear a lot of badges of failure as humans in many different niches, in many different aspects, categories, or areas of life. All right. And the risk is low, the upside is massive. Now, so with that being said, you know what to do. Keep uploading. Don't be afraid. And let me go back to my main screen. I even created something that will help you actually stay consistent, which is simply a WhatsApp group where I just want you guys to be in there and just realize you're not alone on this journey. And especially on days where you don't really feel like being consistent, you just go in the group, just see, oh, I'm not alone on this journey, and you just go back to just working, to grinding, because YouTube is not just about having fun on every single video. No, it also works. So consistency is what actually kills most channels than anything. So I want you not to be a victim of inconsistency. Join that group. You pay nothing, it's free, just literally there to help you. And that's so important, that's so crucial. And I even have a little gift for you in that group too, which will definitely help you structure your business or your YouTube like a business, and will protect you from many different things, because many times you guys think that you have to always make money from views only, but views should be like your lowest earning barrier. Like, your lowest earning should come from views, and the rest should come from you actually having a little business around your YouTube. So YouTube should actually be like a marketing engine for your business. And with that being said, guys, join the group for free. And even more important to me, guys, or to me or to you, make sure you watch the videos that I've created for you, to make sure that you actually do what works and not waste your time on things left and right. Like, I'll actually take a lot of time to think about my videos, and from my 10 years of experience, I only share what works. And if I'm not even crazy editing right now, just because I know that anyone that is serious to actually learn something don't need to be captured. Like, all this over editing stuff is just to capture people. But I want you guys to be those that just are serious about watching and growing your channels. Like, that is why, if you mean not editing, it's on purpose. It's a filter. With that being said, guys, take care. Have a nice day. Sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. And I like this. It's just spot on. You don't give up. Sky's the limit.